Yeah. Um, this is very weird for me. I haven't recorded anything in a long time. Like the last video on my channel was 4 months ago, like in July. I'm recording this in November, like the last day of November. It's gonna be December tomorrow. This is very weird for me because I wanted to record something, but I had no idea what to record, and I haven't done it in a long time. I listen. I also don't have a script. Like usually for my tutorial stuff, I have scripts because I don't want to mess up and forget something. I don't have a script now. I'm just gonna talk about whatever comes to my mind. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit this video or if I'm gonna just like completely give up, which I could do. This is quite in my nature. I tried to be like consistent. I think that it was around like almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. It was like around um yeah, February, around February this year, when I was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna upload every week, and it's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna be so consistent. It's gonna be so cool. Um, and then 1 week turned into 2 weeks, and then once a month, and then once every 2 months, and then I stopped uploading. I'm out of ideas. I I tried to like get myself in like projects and stuff that I thought would keep me consistent. Like I tried to do this podcast thing with Zen. It has not been happening for a really long time. I mean, at first because I got grounded, and then because I forgot, and it's been 3 months, and I have not done anything about it, and I need to apologize to Sin for it because I feel so bad about like forgetting about the podcast and everything to do with it. Okay, let's talk about some new things in life, new developments. I think a month ago, like, or a couple of weeks ago, I made the decision to like quit social media, but I guess not all social media. I just uninstalled everything from my phone except for like Reddit and Discord because I talked to friends, and Instagram because I needed it for a school project. And I uninstalled like TikTok and Twitter and everything that like I would go to and it would make me miserable. So I uninstalled all of that. I'm not saying I don't use social media, like I still do sometimes, like open Twitter or open TikTok, but on my computer, which definitely like makes the amount of time that I spend on social media less than it was before, which I think is good. I think that's really good because I used to spend so much time doom scrolling on Twitter and on TikTok, just trying to I don't even know. I would just go there and like forget to do anything else, and I would go there and I would see things that make me mad and make me upset, and then I would be mad and upset. I guess I part of me realized that that's not really good for my mental health. I actually tried to quit like social media last year or a year before. Never worked. I think I know like why this time I'm like better at it, because when I tried to quit like a year or two back, I tried to quit like everything all at once. I like uninstalled everything, didn't like use anything, and that was like too big of a change for my brain to be okay with. I struggle with change, so that was something that my brain was like, no, I don't like that. I will install everything back again. But this time I like gradually decreased like the amount of social media that I use. Like at first TikTok went because I realized I'm spending so much time there that I can't do this anymore. So I uninstalled that. and then I uninstalled Twitter because every single day I would go on there, and instead of pretty art, it was just drama and drama and another drama, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So I followed some accounts that I didn't want to lose access to in case they went private. And I uninstalled Twitter because you know how in the VTubing community, especially like the corporate VTubers, like if they graduate, the accounts get locked. So I followed some to make sure I don't lose access in case I want to go back and look at something. I have never went back to look at anything. Like I have never went back to any like old corpo VTubers that I like to look back at their old tweets, but I still follow them. So like if I wanted to, I could. Right, VTubers, part of like why I haven't been active at all. If I'm being honest with you, what I'm about to say, I've been thinking about it for uh, a really long time. Like I guess maybe even like half a year. Like I've been thinking about it. I never really felt like I belonged in the VTubing community because theoretically all a VTuber is somebody who uses a virtual avatar to express themselves online. And that definition is totally fine with me. But it's not really all that it is to that. Like of course you need to make content, like that's one of the requirements. I would make content, but I never really felt welcome, you know? Like there are a lot of rules in like corpo VTubing that I don't agree with, and I can't for the life of me get myself to agree with them. Like no matter how hard I try to force myself to see the perspective of fans, I I can't understand some things. I don't know. I never felt welcome. Like part of that is like the rules. There's a lot of rules in VTubing, way more than I thought there were, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I use a 3D model, and corporations popularized 2D models so much that if you don't use a live 2D, you might as well just not use a model. Like, people will constantly ask you like, so when are you getting a real model? When are you like being a real VTuber? And I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I know that trolls are gonna be a thing anywhere, but I just couldn't deal with them anymore. Deal with that anymore, that part. Also, the fact that I don't particularly enjoy live streaming and I prefer making videos. This also like makes me not fit in with what people imagine a VTuber is. So yeah, theoretically like making videos is content, you know? But to most people it isn't. Like back when I had my Twitch attached to my Discord, I would get messages from people from different servers asking me why I'm part of this VTuber server if I'm on hiatus because I haven't streamed in like this and this amount of time. And I would be like, oh, I'm not on hiatus, I just moved to YouTube, you know, I uploaded a video yesterday. And they would be like, yeah, but that's not really correct, you know, that's not really what a VTuber should be. So it sort of made me like miserable and feel like I don't fit in into like this whole thing. I started thinking about like removing VTuber from my socials and from my name when I listened to that one what are they called, like Twitter space, like you know those quote-unquote voice calls on Twitter that Yusan had, where they talked about like how they don't use the term VTuber and they are just a musician who uses an avatar to express themselves. And I was like, I want to do that. I feel like I would be so much more comfortable if I was just an author who uses a 3D avatar because it's fun. So I did it. I did it. It's just been 13 minutes since I've been recording this, and I already needed to get a glass of water. Damn. I I I forgot how to speak. I forgot how to speak. Damn. Yeah, I said author. I've been really like focusing my attention and my like free time, if I had it, on writing. I've been writing on and off since I was like 11 or 12 maybe. I remember, I think the first like story with a plot and not like an essay, but like a fictional story that I wrote was when I was around 11 or 12 for a school assignment, because we had a class for creative writing and I took it, and we had an exercise where we needed to write a story. I remember like bits and pieces from it. I still have it at home on a piece of paper in my photo album, but I don't have it here with me, so I can't read it. But I I remember it was like, I think about like a biking trip that I think two sisters took together, if I remember correctly. I don't remember anything more. But ever since I was really young, I always wanted to write and be a writer, and I kept imagining like stories and different like things, different plots, characters. I've been making characters for a long time. Like, if you guys know like the gacha games like Gacha Studio, Gacha Club, Gacha Life, I used all of them. I used all of them. I still do occasionally. Like when I was coming up with the design for this model that I'm using right now, I used Gacha Club to get all of my ideas out and organize them and decide what I want, want for my model most. It's fun. I like it. So currently, I've been working on a story about superheroes. Um, I've been, I mean, I published, let me check. I published 5 chapters, like you can view 5 chapters online. I made a whole website for it. You can like have the whole website and view it. It's pretty cool. I published the story on like a ton of different websites. Like it's on AO3, it's on Wattpad, it's on Tumblr, on Tapas, and you can read it on the current website that I made. So it's like 5 places where you can read it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I enjoy coming up with those characters and writing those stories. I was debating making like a video focused on my writing, like that story, um, but I haven't gotten to it. I have no idea what I could even talk about, because usually, like, when I talk with people about my story, I need specific questions, like if you were to ask me like, oh, tell me about your story, I would just tell you, oh, it's, you know, about superheroes, and they're like teenagers, and I don't know what else to say. Like, genuinely, I need specific questions. I need specific questions, or I guess a good listener that would engage with me and ask me questions about my story. Um, yeah, I made like a whole website for it with like a wiki page, even wiki page. I don't know English, where you can view all of the characters that I made and read about their relationships, like personalities. It's really fun. I didn't want to use fandom wiki because I wanted to like get better at making the cat sites. So instead of using the fandom wiki, I just made my own, which I think is really cool. I think it's really fun. It's it's nice. I like it. I also joined like a beta. I don't know how to call it. Like there is this website called Storyboarder. It's in beta right now, and I'm one of the people who use it and test it. And it's like for making comics with Viroid models. So I used it to make a comic with my characters, with my OCs from my story, and this comic actually won in like a weekly theme competition. I guess it's not weekly, but it lasted a week. You could make a comic with a specific topic, and mine won the first place, which I was really shocked about. Storyboarder is in beta right now. I posted the comic on my website, so you can go there and read it there. I mean, my website, the stories website. The stories website. I have two websites. Um, yeah, I also edited my website to delete all mentions of the word VTuber, at least when referring to me. So you can still get like the guide to VTubing that I wrote, but it doesn't say anywhere that I am a VTuber, you know? It's been 20 minutes and I'm out of topics. Oh, I remember another one I wanted to talk about. October is one of my favorite months. Like, I just love going on Instagram and reading the Scaretober comics. Like, there's this person, I'm gonna get their username, hold on, who posts comics every single October with like the scary theme, and you can discover different um different like Easter eggs, like oh, Beck's Comics, yeah, that's the name, Beck's Comics. uh, Amazing account. Like every single year I look forward to reading the Scaretober comics and discovering the secret website and clues. It's really fun. And I've actually been thinking about participating in a sort of October event myself. Obviously, not this year. It's it's December tomorrow. Like I'm not doing anything for October this year, but uh, I was thinking about it because I like prompts, where you get prompts and you need to write something to fit those prompts, or like write or draw or whatever. I can't draw, so like for me it would be write or make a model. But then again, I am bad at consistency, as we all learned. As we all learned. I am very bad at being consistent. So I was thinking that maybe I could make a all year long event. Like I would have a theme every month, and every month I would need to make something to fit that theme, which I think is a better idea for me because it's not every day and I could have the whole month to procrastinate and not do anything. And maybe I could even make a video of the process for every month's theme, and then I would have 12 videos to upload consistently every month. I don't know. I need to think about it because I don't want the themes that I come up with to be like obvious, like, you know, oh, January, New Year, February, Valentine's Day, March, this. I want something more creative that wouldn't necessarily correspond to each month's holiday or event, you know? So this is something to think about. I have the whole month of December to come up with the prompt. And if I do decide to do something like this, I will probably post about it in my YouTube community tab, because I am not about to go on social media because anywhere I post I get 0 likes, so what's the point? What's the point of using a bajillion of social medias? I'm just gonna use one. Is it bad for like discoverability? I guess so, but I don't care. I don't care. Also, I've been thinking because nobody watching this knows that I used to have a fan account for Miraculous Ladybug where I would post translations of fan comics from English to Polish, and I would post it on Instagram. I had like around 600 followers. Like, it was quite good. It was quite popular. And I was thinking, because I like translating and I like comics, and I was thinking of like getting into comic translation again. But nowadays it's so much harder than before because almost everyone has no reposts under any circumstance allowed. So I can't even like text people and ask like, hey, do you allow like translations of your comics, because I can't even text them because everybody has DMs locked. And you need to pay to fucking access DMs. And I remembered like Webtoon having a site for translating comics, but it's down. Like, when I went to look for it, they took it down. I don't know why. I did not look into it, but it doesn't exist anymore. So, oh well. I found like one account that allows for translations, but I'm not really sure because I want to translate something that I enjoy, not just the only thing that I found, you know? God, I hate how, like, how wide I need to open my mouth to be able to see it move on my model. Like, when I'm recording this video, I'm looking straight into myself in OBS so I can see if my mouth moves. And it's hard, it's annoying. I don't like it. I don't like how wide I need to open it. I don't know. Maybe I will mess with settings in Varudo or something. I don't know. Because it's definitely annoying. I know, like, this whole thing about like, oh, you need to puppeteer your model. You need to puppeteer your model. I don't want to puppeteer. I'm not a puppeteer. God, my cheeks hurt. So I think that's it. I don't know, conclusion of this video, I don't know. It, it has no purpose. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it yet. Or if it's only gonna be one video or like 5. I don't know how many different topics I talked about. We will see what I do with it, and I guess that's all. Bye bye. I'm gonna do this cool thing I did in the beginning.